People will buy from people they know, like, and trust. I first heard these words many years ago when I was a struggling HR consultant. They instantly made sense to me, and I used them as a basis for much of my marketing activities. And now I find myself passing on these words of wisdom to many of the people I work with to help them better manage their careers. Sometimes I use them in working with someone on their interview skills. I deliberately talk about a prospective employer buying their services, using blunt commercial language to help the person understand that interviews are essentially a sales process. At other times I evoke the words to help someone plan and implement their ongoing career marketing plan. So here are my top 10 tips for know, like, and trust. Let's start with know. The first tip is to keep up with your current contacts. Set yourself a quarterly schedule of maintaining a connection with your current business contacts. Second, deliberately set out to meet new people. At a minimum, join a LinkedIn community in a relevant area and contribute to the online discussion. I still recommend, though, that you organise to meet new people face to face, even though it can take a while to form a meaningful business relationship. Third, make sure that you come across as authentic. Sometimes I meet people who are so reserved and closed that it makes any interaction quite draining. Authenticity is a current buzzword, but it has always been a powerful connecting force. When you meet someone new, reveal something of yourself beyond the bland superficialities. Express an opinion, take a risk, talk about something beyond the specifics of the event that you are both attending. Moving to the issue of like, tip 4 is to be charming in the true sense of the word. When you meet someone for the first time, it's not a good idea to thrust your business card into their hand and talk about yourself. Get to know them. Ask open-ended questions so it doesn't sound like you're interrogating them. Follow up on their comments to expand the conversation. Tip 5 revolves around having something to offer them. Build on the topic under discussion so that they get something out of the conversation. Tip 6 is something I struggle with. Don't monopolise them. It's important to gracefully end your interaction so that both you and your contact are free to circulate and talk to other people at the function. The final tip in relation to like is to show energy and enthusiasm. We have a responsibility in a social interaction to play our part. Focus on light and shade in your voice, change the pace of your speech, and talk positively. Now to the final element, trust. Tip 8 is to ensure that you convey technical competence. In the first instance, people will buy you if they think that you have the technical skills they need. So make sure you sound sensible and knowledgeable. Once you've conveyed credibility in your technical domain, people are more likely to then evaluate your trustworthiness in the broader sense of the word. Tip 9 is a negative one. Don't badmouth anyone in public. I remember attending a conference many years ago where 500 or so of us were listening to a guest speaker. She identified a fellow staff member by name and proceeded to tell the audience about how difficult the person was. Imagine how that affected our opinion of the speaker. Tip 10 is to sound like you deliver. It's worth thinking about whether you convey an image of effectiveness so that people can trust you to deliver. It's not enough to be charming. Fundamentally, we are in the working world to achieve things. A lot of your reputation and brand is based around this issue. Get to the point in conversations. Talk about outcomes. The city I live in, Adelaide, is often called a big country town. It's famous, notorious for operating on relationships. I love it, and the older I get, the more I value community and positive relationships. When I started my consulting life, I had very few business contacts. I had been very much a head-down, bum-up type of person. I used the know, like and trust approach as a basis for structured self-marketing. It was quite difficult in the beginning, but over time I internalised this approach. Now when I go to a business meeting of any kind, I generally know someone, and I'm able to combine business and pleasure because of these enjoyable relationships. If you'd like to learn more about the know, like and trust approach, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone and give us a call.